And welcome back to the Raj Reviews channel. And before I start the review, I am going to be honest with you guys. I have been holding out on doing this review for some time now, and there's a reason why. But today we're taking a look at the sort of re-release of Chopper from the Black series. Or am I? Because this isn't even the re-release of Chopper. As you can see, this is number 2 right here. I'm talking about this re-release of Chopper. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight into it. So yes, what you see before you right here on this video is the original release of Chopper, the one we all know and love. And when the Ahsoka series came out, they reissued him. But what doesn't make any sense, and what's really starting to bug me, is we basically have 2 Choppers in the same set. So I'm going to go over the packaging real quick. Starting off with the window. Looks exactly the same as the other one. The text is also the same. You get the same same lineup where the character is from, the same name right here, and I can prove it right here. Here are the labels, the names as well, but the mural art is different, slightly. This side, of course, introduces the lineup with Zeb, and then this one leads it where Ahsoka was. The backings, of course, you do get different sort of like side murals right here. The numbers are, of course, different. The description is the same as well as the warnings. Side is the same as well. And you get the same warnings on each bottom of the box as well as the top. But I am going to go ahead and get them out of the box right here. So yeah, before I start my review, I am going to put this out there. I have been holding off on this particular figure because it's just a re-release, basically. And this figure would be better off in the archive collection, basically. But I'm going to reveal which one of these 2 is the re-release version. On 3, 2, 1. This is the brand new version of Chopper. And there might be some small difference, but it's nothing completely different of the figure. Like, I'll just show you first off. So starting off with the sculpt of the body, of course it is basically Chopper we've gotten a few years back. Nothing is different completely from it. You can still take out his mechanical arm. It does move back and forth just like before. His head does have a swivel. The arms as well. They do go all the way around on both sides, as you can see. The feet do move back and forth. And he does have wheels on both of the feet. So I'll put him aside and show you the original Rebels one. Head moves. The arm extends out, moves as well. Goes all the way around on both sides. The feet as well. And he does have wheels on both of his feet. There are some small differences I can see because this is their live action take on Chopper finally. So you do get smaller, I guess, whatever, like lenses in the front, but they look the same. They're just not as blue as the other one. And then the lens right here is a bit more dirtier than the one that we have in the Rebels line. It's a little bit cleaner, but I mean, I would have at least liked to see a cleaner version of Chopper. I don't think he was this dirty in the series, but they even released recently the Chopper from the Vintage Collection, from Ahsoka line, and that one looks really clean. I also forgot to mention that the arms do come out of the side of the head, completely the same as the other Chopper as well. And I'm going to go ahead and fix them up a bit and put them with their accessories. But yeah, here they are with the flame effects. So here's the original Chopper right here, as you can see. And he does stand pretty well on his own with the flame effects. And then, of course, it's the same way for the newer version. But yeah, it's very interesting to me. And I'm pretty sure I did talk about this in the other video, but the legs do come out and you can put them back in. The wheel does move as well. And it's the same way right here on the newer version as well. You can take out the leg and put it back in and extend it based on when he's like, you know, in a stance sort of position. So as an overview of this figure. So right off the bat, I will say my personal opinion about this figure and the overall look, but it's good, don't get me wrong. Like, you don't have Chopper, get it? But we already have Chopper, and he's just as good. But this reissue, there's nothing new as far as what I see, other than this mural. And this mural sticks out like a sore thumb. And the reason I say that, I'm not trying to sound mean, is because it literally does. And I'll show you guys an example right here. Is because of this. I love the original mural of the Rebels line. Like, you can see already by the shade of purple even, the difference between the mural. Like, you get this really cool sort of like tapestry. And then they went ahead and remade this Chopper, and look, I'm going to show you before and after. Look how good. There's the original mural with all of the Rebels figures complete. And then they decided to chuck in another Chopper and add it to the lineup, and I don't know, it's not for me. Like, if they were to continue the Rebels line, which I would have thought this line was, you know, over with, I would have liked to see some characters from the Rebels show. Other characters than just Chopper right here would have been like, you know, Gar Saxon would have been pretty cool. I would have loved to see, like, you know, some of the Imperials that were in the show as well. But yeah, this is something very interesting for them to just chuck in another Chopper into the Rebels line. And I know we've gotten double ups of figures before, like we've gotten tons of Mandos in the Mandalorian line. But that's reasonable because he has made some changes throughout his time on the show. And each of the Mandalorian versions is different in its own way, where this Chopper doesn't have anything different to do with it. And like, you can see the difference. It just looks a lot more, of course, like a live action take of the figure, but there's nothing super duper about it. And one thing I do want to put out there is this figure is good if you don't have Chopper in your collection, but honestly, I would just try and find the original Chopper and add it to the original mural. It looks 100 times better, in my opinion. And I know this is a little bit different, me just going and ranting about this particular Chopper figure. And like I said, I am positive on most of my videos, but that's why I've been holding back on this particular one, is just because I already knew beforehand how I was going to go ahead and review it, and this is the way I wanted it. But I am going to leave it at that, and say if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and like the content you see so far here on the channel, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to follow me on my Instagram page. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the next one.